Hello, this is a lecture on thesis formula. So this is a very important fundamental part of college writing. You have to have a thesis in your argumentative papers. An argumentative paper or persuasive essay means you are trying to persuade your reader to agree with your opinion. Now, I have a thesis formula that I've developed over the years. Uh, with examples of this so people can understand. A thesis should have an observation, an opinion, and a significance. So if you're not familiar with what a thesis is, it's basically the main idea of your paper. It should go at the end of your introduction paragraph, and then it's a map for the rest of your essay. So this is the thesis formula. Now, you do not have to use the thesis formula exactly. But if you do, it always guarantees you a, a good base where you can build upon with your essay. So here it is. By examining the state of X, meaning the observation, right? Y is something. That's your opinion. Because A, B, and C. Now, A, B, and C become your evidence. So paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and paragraph 3, body paragraphs. And then your opinion, that's the opinion. And then finally, your significance. This is important because of Z. Okay, so let's take a look how this works. Now, take a minute. I'm trying to kind of turn it into more of a math problem, but X, Y, and Z just stand for what is your observation, Y is your opinion, right? So something about this. And then you have to have a new word to say it's good, it's bad, it's troubling, it's flawed, it's necessary to change, right? And then your opinion, this is important because of whatever it's important for. So usually the importance is some kind of equality or general human uh, right or progress, something like that. So let's take a look at a lot of examples. Okay, so we are actually exploring all these topics in our class. So the first one is about education. So the myth that we talked about is college education actually, guarantees economic independence. Okay, so let's take a look at our example one. So it says, by examining the state of debt in the US, it's the observation, the idea that college ensures financial stability is misleading because A, because B, because C. Okay, and our A is tuition costs have skyrocketed, wages have stagnated, and repayment burdens affect long-term economic choices. And then we have the significance. This is important because it challenges the belief higher education automatically leads to independence and prosperity. Okay, so there's our example. You can read the second one on your own, and you can read the third and fourth and all these on your own, because they will help you with the idea of following that. Now, these are just examples. You don't even have any instructions there. If you'd like to, you can underline the observation, underline the um, opinion, and underline the significance. That's fine. But the goal for you for these is to read each one and well, it's already put for you. Sorry, it's already put for you. I wanted you to see those because this will show you what I mean. Okay, so sorry about that. Sorry, I don't edit my videos. I would edit that out. Sorry. So those are just for you to read and understand. I'm going to go ahead and do the first one and the last one. So here's another example. We see the observation is by examining personal narratives of low-wage workers, the myth of the American dream is challenged because many people labor tirelessly, yet remain trapped in cycles of poverty, debt, and instability. This is important because it highlights the need to rethink what success means in America. Okay. All right, so please all read these. Now, this one is the one you actually have to complete. These are more examples. So the first one's been done for you. The observation is in green, the opinion is in purple, and the significance is in teal, okay? So these ones are not about our topics that we're discovering. The first one's cyberbullying, the next one's work-life balance, the next one's diversity in the workplace, reimagining the nuclear family, and blue collar workers. And I have an answer key. Okay, so you do not have to turn this in because I'm going to trust you to do this on your own. But what I want you to do is label the parts. What's the observation? What's the opinion? And what's the significance? Okay. You do have a quiz on this, so that's why I don't require you guys to turn this in. Because if you read this and understand it and then do the quiz, you won't have it. I'll know that you did the work. Okay. So the first example is the topic is cyberbullying. Sorry, this in bold is just the topic. So let's take a look at the observation. The observation is with more and more teens using phones and social media, cyberbullying is on the rise. Cyberbullying puts a lot of stress on many teens and can cause depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. Okay, so that's all the observation. The opinion is parents should limit the use of smartphones, monitor their children's online activity, and report any cyberbullying to school officials. And then this is a very nice significance. It doesn't say this is important because it just says in order to combat this problem. So, okay, so please go through the rest of these examples and find the observation, opinion, and significance. You can check your answers with the next page, okay? Because the next page is done for you. Okay, so once you feel that you're comfortable with what a thesis is, please take the thesis quiz. Okay, thank you very much.